Get ready, sports fans. We've got breaking news that's shaking up the league. Victor Wembanyama is back on the court after a scare, but did he dodge a bullet? The Spurs star put up huge numbers against the Celtics, but a mid-game incident has everyone talking. We're breaking down exactly what happened and what it means for San Antonio's title hopes. Then, the Boston Celtics are eyeing major offseason moves. Bleacher Report just dropped a bombshell list of potential trade targets. We're talking about 3 unexpected names that could completely reshape their roster. Who are these players, and can they help Boston make a championship run? And speaking of Boston, Lowe is making his stance crystal clear on the Celtics' chances to win the Eastern Conference. Is he calling them the favorites? We've got his full breakdown and what it means for the rest of the league's contenders. Finally, you won't believe why Jaylen Brown got tossed from a massive game between the Spurs and Celtics. 2 quick technicals led to an ejection that stunned everyone. We've got the full story on the incident and what the NBA officials had to say. Stay locked in, you don't want to miss this. Subscribe now and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update.
Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Victor Wembanyama's injury scare. A closer look. Victor Wembanyama is back on the court and dominating, but a recent on-court incident has fans and analysts buzzing. After a stellar performance where he dropped 39 points, 11 rebounds, and 3 assists against the Boston Celtics, Wembanyama suffered a blow to the face that briefly took him out of the game. He described the feeling as congested and painful, but thankfully, he doesn't need his nose to play basketball and was able to finish the game. This comes after a season where Wembanyama has largely stayed healthy, missing only a chunk of games due to a calf strain earlier in the year. His continued health is paramount for the San Antonio Spurs, who are now just 2.5 games behind the Oklahoma City Thunder in the Western Conference standings and riding a 5-game win streak. The Spurs are looking like serious contenders, and Wembanyama's health is the key to their championship aspirations. Fans are breathing a sigh of relief that Wembanyama is okay, but the incident raises questions about player safety. Analysts are watching closely to see if this minor setback impacts his play moving forward, especially with the Spurs' championship ambitions. But don't go anywhere, because the drama doesn't stop here. Next, we're diving into the Boston Celtics offseason plans and 3 surprising trade targets that could shake up the NBA landscape. Celtics offseason shakeup, 3 bold trade targets revealed. As the offseason approaches, the Boston Celtics are reportedly exploring options to bolster their roster. Bleacher Report's Dan Faville has identified 3 potential trade targets who could significantly impact Boston's future, assuming they don't re-sign Nikola Vucevic. The names that have emerged are Onyeka Okongwu from the Atlanta Hawks, Daniel Gafford of the Dallas Mavericks, and Daron Sharp from the Brooklyn Nets. Faville suggests Okongwu as the most ambitious option, noting his reliable 3-point shot that could complement Nemia's Quetta. Gafford is seen as a solid rim protector and pick-and-roll partner, while Sharp offers defensive disruption and rebounding at a potentially lower cost. With Boston currently relying on Quetta and Luka Garza in the frontcourt, these targets signal a strategic move to address center depth and versatility. The Celtics front office is clearly looking to make waves, and the fan base is eager to see who will don the green and white next season. But what about Boston's current standing? Is a championship run still on the table? We've got Lowe's definitive take on their Eastern Conference dominance next. Lowe declares Celtics Eastern Conference favorites. NBA analyst Lowe has made his stance clear. The Boston Celtics are the team to beat in the Eastern Conference. On a recent episode of the Lowe Show, he emphatically stated that no other team in the East has given him reason to believe they are a stronger favorite. Lowe acknowledges that while he needs to see more from Jason Tatum, the Celtics currently present as the most coherent and complete team among the top contenders. This assessment comes after a surprising season for Boston, who defied expectations of a rebuilding year. Key player development, including Nemias Queta's emergence and the growth of young wings like Baylor Scheierman and Jordan Walsh, has propelled them into contender status. Even with previous playoff setbacks, like Tottenham's Achilles rupture last season, the Celtics have rallied. This strong endorsement from Lowe has ignited discussions among fans and pundits alike, solidifying Boston's reputation as a championship threat. And speaking of Celtics games, one player found himself ejected in a heated matchup. We're breaking down Jaylen Brown's 2 quick technicals and what led to his early exit right after this. Jaylen Brown's explosive ejection, what happened? The highly anticipated matchup between the San Antonio Spurs and the Boston Celtics saw a dramatic turn of events when Jaylen Brown was ejected in the second quarter. Brown received 2 quick technical fouls after passionately arguing a no-call on a play where he felt he was fouled by Spurs guard Stefan Castle. The sequence began with a turnover out of bounds, and Brown's continued verbal dispute with official Tyler Ford resulted in the first technical. His aggressive approach and use of profanity towards official Sayesh Mehta led to the second technical, triggering an automatic ejection. The officiating crew stated they did not observe illegal contact during live play, explaining that the first technical was for aggressively pointing and using profanity, while the second was for aggressively approaching a game official. Brown had already contributed 8 points, 2 rebounds, 7 assists, and 1 steal in his 13 minutes of play before his departure. Brown took to social media to voice his frustration, sparking debate among fans about the officiating and the intensity of the game. This ejection adds another layer of intrigue to the Spurs' victory over the Celtics. That's all the top stories for today. But stick around for our lightning round recap and full call to action. And that's a wrap on today's top stories. Victor Wembanyama battled through a tough hit, the Celtics are eyeing major offseason upgrades, Zach Lowe believes Boston is the Eastern Conference favorite, and Jaylen Brown got ejected in a heated game. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and drop a comment with your thoughts. You can also follow us on all our social media platforms for more exclusive content. We'll see you in the next one.